when it comes to artificial intelligence, I feel that a lot of people are using online fancy terms to try to confuse you and also intimidate you. It all comes down how you want to use artificial intelligence. And most of us, either we want to use it for personal use, for personal reasons, or we have a business and we want to use it for our advantage and achieve specific goals. You need to have a very basic understanding of artificial intelligence, but you don't need to go really deep, because at the end, you're not a software engineer, you're not a programmer, you don't need to know advanced mathematics and so on, and things like large language models. You need to have, I'm just going to say it like this. You need to go back to the basics, okay? And you need to focus on first principles. What do I mean by this? First, you need to identify your ultimate goal. What is the thing that you want to accomplish? Okay? So once you know that and you are clear about that, then the next step is to explore artificial intelligence and figure out what it is offering and how you can use it to achieve your goals. Now, in some cases, things might be simple. You might get your answers right away. In other cases, you might have to dig a little bit deeper to get a better understanding how to use this new tool called artificial intelligence to achieve the things that are important for you. I feel that simplicity is extremely important. There is no reason to complicate things, and there is no reason to allow anybody to try to confuse you. Keep that in mind, because I feel that it's extremely important. Again, it goes back to the fact that I read all these things, different terms that people are using and try to confuse you, blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to give you a very simple example. It's a silly example, but it's a simple example. So I remember years ago when I was reading everywhere that people are taking selfies, and everybody was talking about selfies and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what is it selfie? What is it a selfie? To make the long story short, that was something that I was always doing. I remember I was in Greece. I was visiting friends, or I was just going to different places, and I was just taking a picture of myself just because I wanted to. So they gave this term, it's a selfie, when it was something that I was doing all the time. I simply didn't have a term. So, you know what I'm trying to say? Just use simplicity. Don't let people use terms to try to confuse you or say the same thing in a different way. And again, that is another example. If people or businesses they want to seem unique, or they want to offer exclusivity, they might use the same term. No, actually, let me go back. They might use a different name for the same thing that everybody is using or is doing. Anyways, keep that in mind. Okay? Thank you.